Veritas Awards 2020 will be remembered as a very, very different year. We would like to take you on a journey of today's proceedings and share with you this day of celebration. The Vertex Award derives its name from the Latin word vertex, which means highest point, and it perfectly represents the Veritas Award's objective of crowning the best wine at the peak of all the medals awarded. It was instituted in 2017, with the first winner being a Cup Classique, then a Chenin Blanc in 2018, and last year a Chardonnay. And the Vertex Award for 2020 goes to a red wine this year. It is the KWV Mentos Orchestra 2018, a Bordeaux blend, amazing wine, the only double gold Bordeaux blend. The 2020 Veritas Awards function this year was held in very different circumstances. It was a scaled-down event to comply to the COVID regulations, and the informal lunch was held at the Polo Club at Val de Vie Estate in Paarl, with all the necessary protocols like wearing masks and respecting social distancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, when COVID struck in March this year, I think we all realized that we are going to have huge challenges in the wine industry. We also realized that the effect of this pandemic will be with us for some time to come. We also know that it was going to be a very challenging year for any wine competition. And then a very big thing for us, we had to give a very safe environment for the judges, and of course it was challenging to get to a lunch today. And with all of these constraints in mind, we had to improvise and implement quite a few things. Firstly, we had to get a COVID-secure environment for today, and then also for the judging. And I think this is going to be a first in the industry, but we had a 60-page COVID protocol that was written specifically for our competitions. We used it for Veritas, we used it for the SA Young One Show, and we used it for the Terroir Awards. Then also we had Taro Wine Services, by name Mr. Wynand Hamman, a well-known winemaker also in the industry. And he actually approached us and said he would like to give us a hand in getting into a COVID-secure environment. And he supplied us with equipment where we were able to sanitize the whole facility where the judging was going to happen. With the COVID also, we couldn't bring in any international judges, and we went to our local Cape Wine Masters, and we used quite a bit of them. And we were quite pleased to say that I think only one or two panels didn't have a Cape Wine Master, and that gave us a little bit of more diversity on the panels as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this time of the year is competition season, with plenty of wine competitions releasing their results in the last 6 weeks. We are grateful today to be hosting this afternoon, as most competitions have released their results on different platforms. Apart from all the local wine competitions, please also allow me just to start by congratulating a few wineries on international acclaims. First, quite hot off the press, we all are looking for tourists, but very congratulations to Lanzarote, Dellergraaf, Lamotte and Creation. That was awarded by the Best of Wine Tourism Awards 2021. I think it's really a good achievement from them. Then also on the IWSC, International Wine and Spirits Competition, this year 2 top wines getting acclaimed there. The top Cabernet in the world went to Bartony, and the top red blend went to Quinn Rock. And then also we had Tim Atkin recently in South Africa, and all his mentions and all the results he took into the world. And we're very, very thankful for that. And then also 2 days ago, the Platter Wine Guard came out with their 5-star wineries, or 5-star awarded wines. And I'd like to make special mention today to Kleine Zalse to be awarded as the Winery of the Year by the Platter Guide.
And the ball gets thrown in, the game's underway. Picked up by Harry Morgan, hit there by James Adams, who's in there?
And while the celebrations carried on, guests were entertained to a spectacular polo game, while enjoying the food and wine on the pavilions.
Yeah, so we're doing sort of bowl food style. When people come in, we have cured meats with some beautiful artisanal breads and homemade chutneys and preserves. Then we have some canapes, we have a little bit of tuna and parmesan biscuits that we're doing, and our mac and cheese. Main course, we have fynbos glazed, beef sirloin, chicken with mushroom and truffle sauce. We have hake that we're doing with like a romesco sauce tomato and poached tomatoes. Cheesecake with white peaches, and dark chocolate pots with honeycomb.
We have a wonderful array of 128 gold medal wines this year, and we decided to do it in a different fashion. So we have printed the 128 wines on a leaflet. Grab the brochure and look for your wines, for all the gold wines, and let's have a fanfare to arrive the Gold Medal Awards of Veritas 2020. So the order of the afternoon will be brandy double golds, then fortified double golds, and then we'll move to the wines. Once that is done, we'll do the two top achiever awards, and finally the Vertex Award, the overall winning wine for 2020. So let us then start with brandy. Baie geluk aan Viceroy 5-year pot still brandy, double gold. Van Ryn 10 jaar single pot still, Van Ryn 12 jaar single pot still, and the Van Ryn 20 years single pot still brandy. 4 double gold brandies all the way to the Distel Group for Viceroy and Van Ryn. What an achievement. Fantasties, wel gedaan Rian. Sê gelukkig Marlene en almal daar terug by die Van Ryn kelder. So from brandy we go to fortified wines. En dan bly ons somme daar in Woester. En Paarl, jy moet kom draf om saam met Christo te kom staan vir 2 dubbelgoues vir Nui, hulle wit muskadel 2015 en ook uit die museumklas Nui wit muskadel 2006. So daar's hy. Woester maak skoonste kip met die muskadelle, rooi en wit. And now we move to the wines. In the division for wine double golds, the good news is that a record number of 36 wineries clinched a single double gold medal each, and some gold medals, 7 more than last year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in overdrive, of soos ons in Afrikaans sal sê, op 'n galop. 7 wynkelders wen vir jaar elkeen 2 dubbel goue Veritas medaljes. Ek dink dis die eerste keer in die geskiedenis wat so baie kelders 2 dubbel goues wen. We're going to announce 3 wineries that have won 3 double gold awards. So, in the third place, in die derde plek, met 3 dubbel goues en 3 goue medaljes, Nederburg wyne van die Paarl, baie geluk. Maar die wonderlike 3 wyne van Nederburg is die Anchorman Philippus Wolfhard Chenin Blanc 2018, the Nederburg Manor House Cabernet Sauvignon 2015, and the Nederburg The Motorcycle Marvel Günther Breusel 2013. 3 fantastiese wenwyne van Nederburg in die derde plek. In the second place, spierwyne van Stellenbosch. Hulle het 3 dubbelgoues en 7 goue medaljes. En hier is die 3 wyne wat dubbelgoud wen. Spier 21 Gable Chenin Blanc 2019. Spier 21 Gable Chenin Blanc 2014. En die Spier Creative Block 5 Merlot Cabernet Sauvignon Cabernet Franc Malbec en Petit Verdot 2010. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the announcement to bring us to the winning winery with 3 double golds and 10 gold wines. Baie geluk aan die KWV en die Paarl vir 3 dubbelgoues en 10 goue wyne. Isel van Blerk en Ursula Lené. En hier is die 3 dubbelgoues. Laborie Brood Klassiek Non-Vintage. Die KWV The Mentors Orchestra Western Cape 2018 en die KWV se Abraham Paarl Tributum 2010. The 2 Top Achiever Awards went to Flagstone Winery for the cellar with 10 and less entries, while KWV won the Top Achiever Award for a cellar with more than 10 entries. And the Vertex Award for 2020 goes to a red wine this year. It is the KWV Mentos Orchestra 2018, a Bordeaux blend, amazing wine, the only double gold Bordeaux blend.
It's a big honor, very excited, really proud of the whole team, the whole KWV team, and especially the Mentos team from the vineyards to the winery, to the marketing team. I think we're so honored today. We're going to celebrate tonight, going to drink a lot of Mentos Orchestra, and the wine is a Bordeaux varietals, all the 5-6 Bordeaux varietals, Cabernet based with Petit Verdot, Merlot, Malbec and Petit, and Carmenere. It's experimentation. That's what the Mentos cellar stand for doing a lot of experiments, playing around with niche varietals. And we've got this block of Carmenere in Stellenbosch, only 1.15 hectares. And we actually released 100% Carmenere in 2019 of the 2017 vintage. And ever since we've produced that single varietal, it's always been playing an integral part in our blends.
Over the last 10, 15 years, we put so much emphasis behind the brand, but very particular, where does wine come from? Wine comes from vineyards, and we put so much emphasis on viticulture and then particular, very detailed winemaking. This result is a result that comes over years and years of dedication, you know. It's not a one-year thing.
Benny, like you know, with the history of Nederburg and especially with this range that we have now with the Manor House, it pays tribute to the Manor House with built in the 1800s. The Heritage Heroes range pays tribute to Günter Bruzel and the Anchorman, especially for Philippus Wolfhard. It's taking the passion that those pioneers had and still doing and making that in our wine, keeping that in mind and paying homage to them and the way we do our winemaking. And doing old style and old techniques and bring some new twist in them to making wines that still people know us that we can do and make them.
Nye has always been in over many of years, the good reputation on Muscadel. The big advantage in the Nye area is we are semi-arid conditions. You know, we've got very low rainfall, we've got very cold winters with very hot summer times. And the main thing is we can harvest grapes almost in a raisiny stage without being botrytis infected or any bad infections on the grapes. So the main thing is we've got the terroir, we've got the whole climate, the whole advantage of being in a drier but in a very cold area.
You must make sure that your quality in the vineyard starts right, and the discipline, the principles that we aligned with, bringing in rebate wine from the cellars, make sure that it's good, healthy wine, make sure that the distilling process is right, maturation, the vat selection is right. And then yes, after maturation, obviously the blending, and obviously where all it comes together to make sure that what you blend, you know that people will enjoy it.
After 30 years as South Africa's best-known wine competition, Veritas this year signalled a new beginning for the marketing of the award-winning wines, with the introduction of a specially designed app for the consumer. For the first time, you can read all the results and order the winning wines from the palm of your hand.
This is really, I think, the cherry on top. For us to take the award winners that have been recognized all these years, particularly this year, and to take it to that next level where we're able now to take it directly to the consumer via this app, I think it's phenomenal. CDP packaging under its brands Esselither and CDP cartons we've been extremely fortunate to have the wine industry as a whole as a client of ours. They've been very, very good to us, and our association with Veritas, probably for the past 12, 13 years, I would sort of think it is now, was a way for us to actually give back to the industry. Veritas being probably the most recognized wine awards in the country, fitted very well with our brand as CDP Packaging. And we were very pleased that the organization itself recognizes the hard work that all those winemakers and wine farm owners put in during the year, and was, as I said, was a way for us to give back.
Look, we're dealing with a huge challenge in the industry, and I think the application that you guys have released comes at the right time, where the consumer is shifting preference and where we can see consumption patterns shifting. And I think the app actually places wonderful Veritas wines one click closer to the home. And I think for me, it's the right time, it's the right initiative, because Veritas, in my view, stands for quality. And I do think we need to showcase wonderful wines across the world, locally, globally. We've got so many wonderful ambassadors for our wine, and I think Veritas is the right platform to do that. So congratulations with the initiative.
I think for Veritas, they remained consistent, and after 30 years, it's still the most important competition. To put that gold or double gold on your bottle is still the ultimate prize for a winemaker. And I think it's, from a marketing perspective, it remains the most prestigious, despite all the competition that entered the, let's call it the competition scene over the last few years. I think it's amazing that Veritas stays relevant and moves with the time, and online sales increased incredibly over this COVID period. We make amazing wine in South Africa, but the top quality wines do not always reach the consumer. And this is a brilliant way to get the consumer to also be able to buy and to taste and to experience our top wine. So I think, yes, I hope it's a really big success.
To me, the advantage is not only the fact that you can order your wines online, your gold or double gold Veritas wines, but that you have the results book in the palm of your hand for the rest of the year. So I think you did a sterling job on developing this app. It's an exciting addition to the wine competitions all over the world, and it just takes Veritas right up to the top.
Well, firstly, Benny, I said congratulations on the app. I think it is amazing, and it's come at a very opportune time when the world is really turning to online shopping, particularly with the coronavirus. So I think it's fantastic. I think what it's going to do is open up a world of award-winning wines. So I'm very excited about it, and I really think that it's going to help grow South African wine around the world, and also our image of world achievement and world-class wines, that we can compete with our competitors.
Well, we are very excited to be part of the distribution network of getting the Veritas wines, winning wines, out to the consumer quickly and effectively. The Veritas Awards is a well-known, sought-after awards in the wine industry in South Africa, and just to be part of it and get the wine out to the consumer that's our game. It's what we do, and we are very excited in starting doing that for the consumer.
I have learned in my career, you cannot worry yourself out of a crisis, but you can surely market yourself out of one. Help us to market the winning wines today, and you will help a world-class industry back on its feet.
And from all of us here at the Veritas Award-winning wines of 2020, cheers till next year.